What's good, G-Life? It's your boy, MC Shadow, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and are subscribed to the channel. It's absolutely free. That is how you help my channel get into the algorithm. Highly appreciate if you go ahead and do that. Don't forget to check out my second channel, Man in Society, M.O.D, where we talk about stuff outside of the streets. Now, what I wanted to get into today was actually some stuff that I've been seeing on YouTube, and I was having a pretty good conversation with several individuals, right, regarding this topic, which is overall, who's the voice of the raza and who's really doing stuff for the raza out there, which channel is really the one that's representing the raza and yada, 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 right? People hating on channels, hating on each other, different opinions, right? I'm aware of it, right? Normally when it's, conflict between individuals, I always stay out of it, right? If, it's none of my business, it's none of my concern, right? But when it revolves, my culture, my people, then of course I'm going to come in, speak my opinion on it, right? Because regarding my culture, my people, right? So who do I think, is actually, right and wrong when it comes to who's speaking for the raza and stuff like that? Well, overall, who's right and who's wrong, it's not up to me to decide. I could only give my opinions. I can't come on here and automatically tell people who's right and who's wrong, right? Like if my word is gold and that, I'm Mr. Know-It-All. However people want to view these channels and these individuals is completely up to them. If they want to view them as they're the voice of the raza, the spokesman or whatever, they're entitled to see them that way if that's how they choose. If you say that they're not, and that they're just pieces of shit and they're not doing nothing for the people, then you are also entitled to see it that way. You know what I mean? I can't tell people how they should view people or how they're, perceiving their message or, how they view them. I can only give my opinions, right? And what do I think? Overall, when it comes to some of these channels, right, or the raza movement and the raza push, right, nobody's perfect, for starters, right? We're talking about individuals who were from the streets. And they, regardless of what people think, because I see people leave comments and I hear the whispers here and there, right? Oh, this was not really from the streets, or this was not from the streets, or this was not really. Look, I can tell you this much for a fact, and these are facts. You can believe what you want. It's irrelevant. These are facts. And I know this not because of what I know on YouTube, but because of the fucking streets. You know what I mean? I know, people are not aware or whatever, but some of us are, right? And we know that who's really from what area and, really about their business, right? I hear people talk shit about Sonny. I hear people talk shit about American Cholo. I hear people talk about Haters World. I hear people talk about Neil the Zod. And several others, right? Despite what you guys want to think and all that, these vatos are really from their areas and from their barrios. And I know that for a fact, bro. Because I know individuals. And, a majority of them come from my area, right? Like Sonny, American Cholo, Neil the Zod, right? I'm from the Valle. And before YouTube and we were aware of these individuals. Their names were relevant, bro. And so's Haters World, you know what I mean? From his barrio. So these people are relevant, bro. They really are with business, bro. Well, they were. Well, they actually were out there in their times, right? Right? So for people to be like, oh, these fools are faking, they're fronting. Talking without knowing is crazy, bro. No, these fools are really from the areas and really, they were really out there. Not to say like that's a good thing and stuff like that, but I can only come and spit the facts, bro. Not to make them look good or nothing, but hey, I can't lie, bro. That's the truth. You can take it or leave it, believe it or not. I could only simply call it for what it is, right? But nonetheless, these individuals are from the streets. One thing that I will say that every person that comes from the street life shares in common is that we have tempers to us. Even I myself, right? It's really hard to control my temper in real life, right? I'm very, once I'm mad, it's really hard, for people to calm me down or for me to be rational when I'm mad, right? It's something I'm working on myself, but that I could recognize, that this is a flaw that I have. I am not perfect. You know what I mean? is something I'm trying to work on. And a lot of these individuals have that flaw, right? Their tempers, right? And that this change, right, is something that's new to them, right? Just learning as they go, right? So of course they're gonna make errors. Of course they're gonna make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, and everyone comes with mistakes, right? Doesn't change though the fact that these individuals have done some stuff for their communities, have gotten events together and have tried to do something, you know. Have they made mistakes and contradictions and have looked bad in some incidents, where they're being hypocrites or whatever? Yes, but we all have mistakes and we all make them. You know what I mean? It still doesn't take away, that they're at least trying to make a difference in their life. Change is something that comes difficult, right? It's something that's going to have its slips and falls. As long as you keep standing up, dusting yourself up, and keep heading up, right? So, so for people to try to hold that and be like, it doesn't matter what they do because look at this. Bam. Look at that mistake they made. So anything that they do from here on forward is irrelevant because look at this. I don't hold people with that. You know what I mean? I look at the bigger picture, right? Like, of course, their emotions are going to get the best. And we're emotional creatures. The emotions are going to get the best of you, right? At one point or another, it has gotten the best of everyone out there, right? So people are going to make mistakes, right? Now, that's not to say that I view these people as the voice for the raza or the movement for the raza. I personally view them that they're doing stuff for the community and they're making a difference, right? But I just see this as just YouTube, right? Like, this is just YouTube because, like, real voices for the raza and activists are the ones that are out there looking to make, changes with laws and looking to, fight for our, equal rights and stuff like that. Like to me, like an activist or like speakers for the raza, there's a lot, bro. There's a lot, but the people don't know about them. But they're out there fighting all the time for the raza. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of them that have been fighting for the raza, speaking for the raza. People just don't educate themselves. They just live on the internet. But out there is a real world that's really happening, right? You have so many, speakers for the raza. You have, there's a million list. Like, you have Carlos Montes, David Sanchez. You had Dolores Huerta. You had Santiago Pinten. You had Luis Moreno, Emma Teñaca, I think. You have Gloria Alazad. There's just so many, bro. Like damn, off the top of my head, it's really hard, Rodolfo Gonzalez, Sandra Cineros, Sofia Cruz, shit, bro. There's like so many activists for the raza, bro. That have fought for our and these are names that are important that people should know them, but people don't know these names. The only name that they'll probably know is like Cesar Chavez or maybe David Sanchez, but they don't know the rest, like Berta, like Juan Bios, Juan Felipe, shit, man. Like I said, bro, there's just so many. But these are real people that have fought for the rights that you have right now, bro. Right now, that you're able to, the rights that you have at your job or the rights of your education. These things that you have is because of these people that were out there fighting for this, for the raza, that people just don't even know about because they don't teach you about these people in school. You know what I mean? And a lot of people just like to throw raza and orgullo and 100% brown pride and everything, but don't know nothing about their culture, don't educate themselves about their culture, don't even know about the people that actually fight for their fucking culture and have the audacity to say que orgullo, que raza, y que 100%, y que this and that. Y que who's actually speaking for the raza and activists and stuff. But there's people out there fighting, and still, right now, a lot of these kids in colleges fighting and voicing their opinions. But people don't know about these battles that occur in the auditoriums of these colleges. But they're occurring, they're happening. But see, people just live on YouTube. I don't care about YouTube and this and that and the drama that comes with it. But raza's out there fighting for raza. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that what these individuals do on here, it doesn't make a difference, because it does too. It does, because they're at least trying, which is it. You can't say that about just anybody, right? Other people just want to complain, but they ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it looks bad when these channels and individuals are dissing each other, and all this fiasco that comes with it, right? The clash of tempers because the clash for the spotlight. Um, something that comes with fame, I guess. And believe it or not, a lot of human beings fall down that flaw, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's the kryptonite. It gets a lot of people, right? That their egos inflate too much. Right. So, but I see these people as out there, and speaking. It's a good thing. I don't really see them as like activists or like political people, right? Because they still want to fight over dumb stuff, and they still argue over senseless stuff. Like, people still argue about only Mexicans are Chicanos or raza, that the other Latinos are not considered raza. That's the beautiful thing about these people that I mentioned, bro. These activists, because they didn't only fight for Mexicans, because that's what raza is. Raza's all of them. Honduran, Salvadorians, Guatemalans. Learn your history about your culture. Saying that they're not a part of the raza and that they're different. Where do you think that they come from? Different how? Because these governments drew lines and said they're different? Jeez, bro. These people all came from the same place. They're your people. Know nothing about your culture, and you talk about you're Mexican and the real Mexican and proud to be Mexican. You're dissing your own people, bro. You don't even know about Salvadorians, Honduran, and Guatemalans, and none of that, bro. ¿Qué vas a saber de eso? They're your people. They were a part of the Mexican Empire for the division that they fought to relieve themselves from the Spaniard rule. You wouldn't have done it without them, because they are you. And blacks too. Want to diss blacks, bro? When that's in your DNA, it's in your blood. It's a part of the Mexican culture. The first president of Mexico was black. The fact that people lack other and argue for stupid shit and say that they're proud to be raza, it's a fucking embarrassment, bro. My bad. I gotta keep my composure too. See, that's my error, right? See, it gets the best of all of us, right? Sometimes frustration does, get the best of us. Like I said, we all have flaws to us, bro, and that's a perfect example right there. We live and learn, bro. You know what I mean? And all we can do is just try to better ourselves day by day. And there is gonna be mistakes, right? But don't let those mistakes, drown you. Because you want to view them as anchors instead of stepping stones. You get what I'm saying? But overall, there's real activists out there fighting for the raza, right? And these individuals do at least try to make a difference, right? But yeah, the bullshit, the arguing, and all the hating, yeah, it's just stupid. And it's not crazy, it's not down, it's not gangster. But these individuals are, or at one point, were, out there, and they are real ones, right? And that's the even more stupider part about all of this, right? That we're talking about political, right? And who's about Chicano movement and who's, political views, or who's actually doing stuff for the raza. And the thing that people want to bring up is, well, are they Mexican? Oh, well, I heard they're not even from their hoods, or I heard they're not even from their area. What the fuck does any of that have to do with the whole talk of brown pride and what they're doing for the community? What the hell does the street status have anything to do with any of that? See, the audience doesn't help by trying to link all of this shit together either, bro. You know what I mean? And say that these people, look at how they look, or look how, how they play in the raza and doing it like that. You may not have a channel, bro, but by leaving comments like that, bro, you might as well have a channel doing the same thing. Because people are going to read those comments, right? So they are going to influence opinions. So therefore, it's like you're doing a video and dissing the raza too. So now you're a part of the people that's dissing the raza too. I could disagree with the individuals and how they behave, right? Right? Because I don't agree with their opinion. I don't agree with all of their views or opinions and stuff like that. I agree with some. I disagree with others, right? It's the way of life, right? But we are civil. We're adults. And when you disagree, you can have it as a like an adult, like on a grown up adult conversation instead of trying to name call. I'm saying, Shadow, we out.